The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 16. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are flat. Gold contracts down $3.80 at $11.72. We have silver down 6 cents, $16.83. You get platinum up $7 at $9.44. Copper's off 2 pennies at $2.66 a pound. We get light sweet crude off $1.20, $50.72 and 57 cents a barrel. Notes are flat, 125.05. Good old 30-year bond down 11 ticks, 150.125. And King dollar's up 308 ticks, 100.420. The euro's at 107, and the yen is trading at 114. And bottom line, Tom O'Brien, we continue to have some nice movement out here across all these markets.
I know. I was waiting what you were going to choose. There's some good action across, whether it's, the indices. You got oil moving again, right? Gold has a little action in it for sure.
And the good old dollar. And when we talk the dollar, we talk commodities. When we talk commodities, we're going to talk the grains. And we're going to talk to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. And folks, don't forget, every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Kevin, Scott Connor have an amazing show. You want to understand options upside down? 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand futures upside down. Guess what? Specializing on Thursdays, futures. And Kevin Hinks, what do you think? What's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
How you doing, man?
I think this market is really
Morning, Kevin.
looking for that next leg, one way or the other. It really seems like I just was sitting at my desk. The market's open. I'm waiting to talk to you guys. I look at the other traders around my desk. I go, this market feels tired.
Yeah, you know what's
It can't
intriguing?
get any legs.
And you know what's intriguing, Kevin? Okay, so what happens, folks, is that when you trade commodities, Kevin trades a lot of them, I trade a lot of them, and this dollar, to me, this dollar failed in a huge way, Kevin. The 100.600, that came barreling back inside. That goes back to March of 2015, right?
I thought it looked like it was going to go to 2 digits yesterday, Tom.
Yeah, it did. It went to 99.
Did it?
Yeah, it hit it and it came back.
Yeah.
Now the key, when you look at this, folks, what I don't. So I like that move because we know that what happens with currencies, folks. There's a long-term moves. Okay, so if it, to me, it couldn't break to upside. Guess what? We've been in this consolidation for a year and a half. Well, we'll probably stay in it. Now that being said, I was saying to Tommy yesterday, I can't figure out what that's going to mean for the market, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Especially, how long is our life, Tom?
Yeah.
Our life is the next hour, right? The next half hour.
I know.
Right? So you're trying to figure out, you're trying to get something to pivot off of.
Exactly.
And lean on. And it seems, for me right now, I thought financials should have been along for a long time, right?
Yes.
I thought they were extremely undervalued, and now you've got your spike in financials.
Right.
You've got them since now what? Now
I know.
I think they still have room on the upside, but I can't blame anyone if they take some of their financial gains that they have in financials off the table, because look at a year ago. The rate hike, and Janet Yellen coming out extremely dovish after that rate hike, and look what bonds did, and look what the 10-year yield, and then look what bank stocks did.
I know. I agree. I'm trying to figure out right now, when the dollar failed, I'm saying, okay, is the good old almighty bond going to move again? Because what the bonds have not done is that they still haven't broken a lower swing point, and they haven't done that, Kevin, since 1999. It's like, oh, really? It's like, it was vicious, this downdraft. But we've had 3 of these in the last 15 years. And the almighty bond just came right back again. It's like, okay.
Right. Well, Scott and I talked about this yesterday. December 14th, you've got a rate hike. I think this rate hike is cooked in. We know that, right?
Yes.
I think that's been asked and answered. But what is she going to say coming out of this meeting?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest day of the month. Her comments after raising a quarter point. What's she going to say it's just like an earnings call. What's her guidance going forward? I think that'll lead us into the end of the year and really maybe even into the first quarter of next year.
There's no doubt. And folks, every trading day, 12-1, Scott put Kevin in shock yesterday when he was talking about it, because Scott came up with the thesis that maybe it'd be a half a point. You're talking Kevin. That was so funny at that point. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, I know. Wait, what did you just say?
That was good, man. No, seriously, because it's true. It's like, okay, that'd be a curveball beyond belief.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. And Janet Yellen is not going to scare this market, in my opinion. She's got our expectations so managed that no one in the world should think she's not raising by a quarter.
Yeah.
Right? It would surprise if she didn't. But her guidance coming out of that meeting, I think her press conference and her guidance is going to be vital.
No, it is. It is. So, folks, no matter where you're listening, if you're listening on the West Coast right now, you're going to work, remember you can get us right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com. Just hit Tiger TV. Going to get some great video, audio, HD quality. Kevin, Scott, you want to understand options upside down, 12-1 every day right here. Kevin, you have a
volatility trading today, Tom. That's what we're talking about.
What do we? I'm sorry, what?
Low volatility trading.
Okay, I'm going to be there, man. I love that show.
Buddy.
Okay. Have a great
day, guys.
Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 26. Nasdaq's up 1. S&P's are down 2. We're going to be right back.
Doe has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 15. You get the Nasdaq up, it's flat. S&Ps are off a couple bucks. We have oil down $1.25. Gold is down 260. And good old King Dollar is up 248 ticks. We'll see how we can handle this price out here. Let's go take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. So inside the Dow, you have Verizon as the leader, up 0.9%. Apple's up 0.4. Big Blue's up 0.4, and Travel's up 0.3. Taken away from it, Nike's down 2.6%. DuPont's off 0.9. Chevron's off 0.6, and United Health is down 0.6. Let me just go to Nike just for a second. So Nike's going across that bottom with some force. It's interesting. Inside the NDX 100, what we have, the strength is Netflix. That's up 2.2%. Vertex Pharmaceuticals up 1.3. You get Skyworks up 1, and we get Celgene up 1. Mylan Pharmaceutical is the loser out here. Intuitive Surgical. If we go over to Amazon, hey, Tom, did you see Amazon? This is going to be wild, folks, okay? Amazon.
I did. I was just going to even maybe ask you about it. I was going to tie Netflix maybe into it for sure. You're talking about the Amazon Go store, right?
I am. Right.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty cool.
And so what it is, folks, is that they've been testing this product. And what it is, you're going to be able to walk inside a Amazon store, and you register your phone. That's what it seems like when you walk in, right? It's something that's going to happen to your phone.
You have an app. That's all. You just need an app,
right,
I believe.
Right.
So,
and guess what, folks? You're going to take stuff off the shelves, put them back on, whatever it is, and you just walk out, and that's it. And there's zero checkout line.
You just take your stuff, throw it in your bag, and then, all the, coded barcodes on it, scan as you walk out, and that's how you pay, and you're just in and out. And so right now, the only store they have is just for Amazon employees,
right?
Like at their headquarters or something like that. But man, you can see how that could just be implemented and take over kind of instantly, right?
Oh, 2 seconds.
Right?
What we've all done thus far, folks. Those checkout counters are a pain in the neck. There's a self-checkout.
The self-checkout.
Yeah, right.
They are a little bit of a pain in the neck, especially when somebody else can just do it for you if the line's accommodating. Sometimes they're quick enough, but I agree, they're not. Right. They're not user friendly, especially when usually, if they're quick, right, and there's huge lines, then they're accommodating just because you avoid that. But they're not easy. You got to combine both of them, and then. But man, it's pretty cool. So I was going to say, so Netflix is up today. Do you know why they're up like 2%? I mean, that's a decent number. I was just, can you imagine again? They're going to have to compete with Amazon, and Amazon's going to be in their business of creating content, right? Yeah. And Amazon's going to be dominating the world in terms of everything else. So that's tough.
It's pretty intense, man. There's no doubt about it. So I can't find any news on Netflix, but yeah, you got it up.
And there might not be anything. It's 2%. I mean, it could be something small, but
I think with
that's just. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. What you have here is that they are eating into network TV in a huge way. We had a tiger. This was interesting yesterday when I was doing the program. One of the tigers in the den was saying that he finally test drove Netflix, right? And what he was saying is that, wow, that it was a lot better than he perceived it to be. So that was intriguing. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? That what is the perception that we all have, and then all of a sudden you see a client that uses it, and we know that it's very inexpensive. And what does happen, folks, is that, there's a couple of different things that I think happens with Netflix when you're using it now, too. They have so many series on there that the beef that I would have had like 3 or 4 years ago is that all the movies are old. Do you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, okay, man, there's so many series and everything else on there. You know, when you're talking $10, you're talking about that's a good deal, man. That's
Listen, I have it and I agree, and we both have Prime too, and I haven't dug as deep into the Amazon Prime content, probably just because I enjoy the Netflix. And you only have so much time in the day, right, to watch TV for sure. Yeah. There's just so much, like you're saying now, really, where I have access to all of Amazon Primes, and they have so much stuff, whether it's original content or just other good shows that I haven't dug into. They're spending so much money on content, right? And it's interesting to see. So how could an NBC ever compete? And of course they can, but the amount of money, you're talking about billions of dollars in original content, and I think that's why maybe you have more companies going to reality show based programming. I mean, it seems like every single night is some type of reality show on network television, right? Whether it's The Voice, whether it's The Bachelor, all of them, and that's probably what that I was thinking about this. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Is in they can't compete anymore when you're talking about original content. When you have shows, whether it's like HBO too is included in that, they can, but they're spending to the tune of like $100 million on that show Westworld and stuff like that.
I stopped watching Westworld last night.
Oh, good. The finale was just Sunday, so you can
Is it the first season? Is the first season of Westworld?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
That's what. Yep. So that was the first episode, and the first season just wrapped up.
Yeah, I watched the first episode last night, so that's going to be fun because that's creative, man. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, market-wise out here, folks, and if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive that product. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And, when I was saying with Kevin Hinks, Tom, this dollar, folks, is a big deal. Well, it's particularly a big deal if you're trading commodities. Because what happens is that when you have a trend change, which I believe that's what we have right now, you can be trading the same vehicle for a long period of time, and if that trend change is there, it makes up for a lot of bad entries. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Into the market. I mean, and specifically, I'd be talking about, it doesn't matter, I happen to be trading just gold. But if we go over to that gold contract and take a look at it, what you're going to see, not that I'm expecting a lot of movement, but I don't expect movement down today. You have it, you're at 1174. Yesterday that was quite a comeback. I mean, that thing came back from 1161, folks, and at 1:30, that thing closed out at 1177. So it was a move, and that was the give up on the dollar. That give up on the dollar was huge. So we'll see where that shakes out. This morning, if you do take a look, I'm into one of these spreads out here, and it's just, if you haven't traded these, the spread is just like trading the futures. And the spread that we're into this morning is the 1160 to 1200 spread. Now, and bottom line is that, I gave up about 45 cents, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? In the spread. So that was sweet. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Especially just like futures when you're right in the middle, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. You have the Dow right now down 23. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up down 250. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Right now we have the Dow down 23. You get the NASDAQ off 1. S&Ps are off 2.5. And if we stay with, let me bring this up here. So inside this contract, what I did here this morning, folks, and Tom, is this. I went for the spread at 1160 to 1200. And this spread here, I believe, was also the, let me make sure of it, because I want to show you a difference here. The daily was 1150, yeah. So watch what happens here, folks, is that you have a daily, which closes out at 1:30. Then you also have 8 o'clock in the morning to 1:30. Now, the reason that I took that one, Tom, was that I liked that the floor was at 1160. Where the floor on the daily was at 1150 for me. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens, folks,
sure, definitely,
is that I had less of a risk in the way gold trades. You know, it's like, okay, man.
You had to pay for less intrinsic value.
I did.
Right? You had to pay for, because if you have, you know, you got to think of it, you have an option that ends at that 1150, right, where you're long.
Yes.
So, you know, when you buy in with value down to 1150, you're paying for all that value, and you really don't need to if you're trying to make the trade that you're trying to make. Yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, let me see, 11. It looks like 1173.20. Yeah, 1173.20. So if I bring this down, I'll just give you the risk parameters. 1173.20.
So 73 is going to be $13 above the floor, right? So that's going to be 130, right? I believe.
Yeah, that's it. So I risked $132 and
per contract. Yes.
Per contract, and then for the profit potential of 268. Now, and if I show you this, folks, I'm not. Now this happens quite a bit. Some days you think it can move that much. Now I'm not looking for that type of movement out here today. So I was really trading this, and this gets different every day when we do this. I'm trading this really just like a future today, because when this happened, I didn't pay hardly any premium here. I paid like 40 cents for 4 ticks, okay? Cool. Which was pretty cool. Do you know what I mean? Inside the spread this is, okay? So,
sure.
And what I was looking for, folks, is this, GCG7. So watch how this shakes out. And this has to do with the weakness in the dollar this morning. Is that when we came down, it was down like $3.50 when I got this. Yeah, right around 10 o'clock. So what was happening is that it got down to 11.72, but it couldn't break the lowest swing point from this morning, and it's going into yesterday at 12.50, which had some really good juice. It had 6,600 contracts on the way up. So I was like, okay, man, I like this trade. And in particular, what you had, folks, is that what you also had there is the equities themselves. The gold equities are running again. The gold equities want higher price, and it looks like they're going to drag everything else up with them. So it's kind of interesting, man. And it just goes back to that good old king dollar, man. If that king dollar stays under 100.600, guess what? That's a major failure. So.
Yeah, and what's nice there, right? So you have $13 of risk almost for every $27 of profit potential in gold.
Yes.
So you almost have like $2 of profit potential for every $1 of risk. And normally you'd have to pay a more premium. But I think what's nice is that with $13 of risk, the market, that's a good amount of risk because that's most of the time the largest move that gold might make in either direction, right? So,
yes.
But you still have, and rightly so in today's market, all the way. If gold just something happens, whether it's news driven or just market driven, you get $27 a movement. That's on your side of the market, which is nice.
No, it is. And yesterday you had gold hit 1190. I wouldn't expect 1200, but guess what? 1190 is game. We'll see that spike up there. It's not. It doesn't have volume, so it doesn't have to go there. But what does have volume, folks, and this is where this thing flips, is the dollar index. The dollar index has monster volume on the way down. That's going to get tested again. So the question is going to be, okay, does it do today? Hey, we'll find out. But
we will.
I know, man. I'm telling you. Now, tomorrow, let's go look at the oil market right now. CLF, because tomorrow's oil.
Yeah.
And
it is, and oil's what's it down? $1.25, $1.50. I mean, good movement.
Yep, and there's real movement. And what it didn't do now. This is what's pretty wild, folks. The swing point in oil is 52.74. That's left from October 10th. Well, we hit 52.42. It's like, oh, you couldn't handle it. So oil's going to tell us a lot today because it didn't have any volume at this high. It had the big volume on the I guess the OPEC day would say, okay. And we'll see. We'll see how it pulls back. You're coming back into monster volume, 1.3 million contracts. So this thing seems to be setting up pretty good for tomorrow. And then of course we get natural gas the next day, and we'll see where this whole thing shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising oil's pulled back almost $2 from its high, right? That's a big move.
It is a big move. It's a big move in particular that you'd think that the way that the oil producers are talking, they're claiming now that they're getting more folks on board. Okay, it's like, okay, well, you're getting more folks on board.
Okay.
But guess what? The market is saying that that move was a very large move, and we're going to take some of it back. That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? So.
That's for sure, yeah.
And, as we come into the end of this year, it's going to get intriguing because right now we only have 14 trading days left before Christmas Eve.
Wild.
I know.
Wild.
It really is, man. And, when we talk about this dollar, folks, over at our website at Everbank, they have some of the best foreign currency accounts there are. And I know... I'm going to keep hammering this, but I'm so convinced that this dollar is going down to 91 the next year. It's so funny. Do you know what I mean? It seems to me like one of the best trades. It's very unusual when you can get actually a trade, and it seems that either way you're going to win if you're actually going on vacation there. Do you know what I'm saying? That to me is a win-win.
For sure. Yeah. I agree.
The
Definitely.
euro right now is only at $1.07. If the dollar goes to 91. The euro is going to go to $1.17. So that's not a fortune, but that's still a lot of money. You know what I mean?
It is. If you already know you're going to need to spend it, definitely.
Exactly. The top of this is $1.14 to $1.17. That's what you're looking at. And if it ever breaks higher than that, which it very well could, then you're talking about a whole different ballgame. Whole different ballgame. And it fundamentally, it totally makes sense, because the reality is that the consolidation just failed. And that's not the end of the world. You know, we've been in that consolidation for a long period of time. What's going to get intriguing here is that what's
and what, you know...
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that, you know, what you can do, and I'm trying to pull up the exact verbiage of what there are, the automatic payment plans, right?
Yes.
So you're not even really locking, you don't have to lock it all in right now, but you can at least scale into it from this price, you know, over the next year or something like that, or whatever you want.
No, you can. Well, as soon as we come back, we're going to talk about that.
Which is a good deal, too.
You're scaling in. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, Dow's down 2, S&Ps are flat. You got the NASDAQ up 6. Now, as you do come over to our website at TFNN, folks, what you're going to see on the right-hand side, you'll be able to step into foreign currencies. This is what Tommy and I are talking about. Grab your passport and step into foreign currencies. This is a great type of account. It doesn't cost anything. You can start as low as $100 a month. And bottom line, world currency access deposit account, you can pick one currency, two currency. You can pick whatever you want. So it's pretty cool.
It is, and you lock it in over the course of the year, and that way you at least start locking it at this rate if you plan on using any type of currency, because the dollar's at a good level right now, and so your only real opportunity, cost is your opportunity cost if it continues going in, the strengthening
That's
the other
correct.
way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go to Marie in Erie, Pennsylvania. Hey, Marie, what's going on?
Oh, we're waiting for our snow to come.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just get us in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, that's you know what what's so funny is that
That's right.
I was
That's
actually
a good attitude. There you go.
Tommy, I was actually thinking of that today too. I'm saying to myself, I don't know, maybe we take a quick ride.
What were you thinking? That you want snow?
No, I was thinking taking a quick ride to Boston, just to kind of feel the cold weather.
No,
Well,
definitely.
Isn't that funny? Last week I didn't want to do it, but this week
we should visit more often, regardless.
No, I know. We'll see. Yeah, but that's.
Yeah.
It's so funny, Maria. I was thinking about that this morning. I says, you know what? Because there is definitely a deal about Christmas, snow, and feeling that, right? There is.
And then after Christmas, let it all go away.
Yeah, let it all go away, and we'll go. You come on down here and go to the beach with us. Exactly. Seriously, you gotta love it. So, AMD Advanced Micro Devices, right?
Right. I'm in it, and is this breaking out? It has seems to have some good volume so far this morning.
No, it does. I'd stay right there. Now, this is intriguing. Okay, so watch this. On the daily, you get some good volume, but it's going to be challenged at this high, right? But during the break, I saw what you wanted to look at, and I put this on the monthly. This is an ABC up. It's a confirmed ABC up. You're at 912, and it's a confirmed ABC up. It doesn't mean it will make it, but $12.84. That's the number. So this is a good setup.
So stick with it. Okay.
Yeah, I'd stick with it.
Yeah, 'cause I have a nice profit. You know how I get. I go, I've got money. Take it away.
Yeah. Well, you can just keep raising your stop. I mean, you can put a stop now, Maria, into 826.
Okay.
That's the low that was established last week, right? You can put a stop under there because it shouldn't. If it breaks down to there, it will break all the way down to 661. So it's like I'd put a stop there, and then you have a price projection of 1284. And what I normally do with ABC structures, folks, if I get a price projection of 1284, I normally will stick a sell in, let's say 20 cents, 30 cents lower than that, say, and just leave it in there. You know what I mean? Like, great, because if you get a spike, you're out, and that's it. You know what I mean?
So the stop at 886, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 826.
Oh, 826. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I thought that was high.
826 was the low that was established last week.
Okay.
So I'd put it just slightly underneath that, because if it gets down to that, then you could go right to the bottom of 661, which you don't want to give that up, not even close.
Right.
Yeah.
But, all right, because the other one I was looking at was Micron Technology.
Yeah, well, what's intriguing here, so when I brought this up, too, folks, okay, now, when you get a confirmed ABC structure like this, it's like, okay, this is what's going to drive the NASDAQ, too. It's like, okay, the NASDAQ wants to go to higher price. Micron doesn't look as good as this, and this is why. So if you're watching Tiger TV, you can see Micron's coming into June of 2015.
Yeah.
That $19.43 had 250 million shares, and we went into it with 81 million. So this just has more flack up there,
Okay. All right. I had liked AMD better, but I was kind of toying with Micron. I actually have a small position in Micron, and I'm doing well, but I just haven't liked the way it's moving.
No, it was interesting, too, because they all went. When they went last week, they all went.
Yeah.
But you can see I just pulled back AMD. It's a different chart. I just pulled it back 10 years. It's just a totally you're not only you're coming into a supply line, but if you want to see how you want to come into a supply line, folks, this is it. Look at that volume, man, woman.
Yeah.
You're coming into 599 million from December of 07, and you're coming in with 990 million.
Yeah.
That's how you want to come into a supply line. So there's some action there.
What do you think about AMAT?
Let's go take a look at AMAT. This has always been a great stock, AMAT. Let's just see technically how it's set up.
Does it have to retest that low it made last week?
Yeah, this is dangerous. Don't.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that low.
No, that's right. Going from 32 to 29. Now, watch what the difference is. This gets kind of intriguing. AMAT sells the machines,
Right.
okay, that make, now go back over to AMD, that make the chips, okay?
Yeah.
So AMAT would be an equity that would actually move before the fact, which it might have finished the move now, versus an AMD where they've already paid the money for the machines. Now they're basically pumping out with the chips.
Yeah.
So, and maybe those chips are just for all mobile. I'm not, they're not going to be all mobile, but mobile is totally where it's at. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Franco-Nevada, what's the matter with it?
Yeah, I know. So let's take a look at it. Because what has happened is that Royal Gold is now stronger than Franco-Nevada, which is really
Right.
unusual.
It has been.
Yep.
It's been better for a while.
No, it has. It has. Right now, it has to get off the bottom. But I absolutely agree with you. I know I can see the difference. Now, it's come back. It's coming back. Franco-Nevada is coming back into its February of 16 with dramatically lighter volume. So it hasn't broken down. But there's no doubt that it's totally different. And it's really unusual, folks, that Royal Gold is stronger than Franco-Nevada.
It used to be the other way.
Oh, big time, too. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how's the real estate market?
The real estate market is on fire, especially down here. I'd say it's on fire everywhere. But what you have still is that the interest rates are still small. That where Marie happens to be an investor in the Tiger Fund also, and it's on fire, woman. It's the St. Pete area is getting gentrified beyond belief. All of Florida is doing well, okay? St. Pete, Tampa, where Tommy lives, okay? Vinnick and Gates are putting in billions. This area is just on fire because it's still really inexpensive too. I mean, where can you go and get a beautiful place for $200,000 or $300,000, $400,000, and you're living right?
Yeah.
So
not here. Yeah.
yeah, it's out there, and the key for anyone that's in this business right now is that interest rate structure. I don't want to see interest rates go up like 1.5. I don't see it happening, but that would put a quash on it in about 2 seconds flat. Because we're also used to inexpensive money. But right now, the rates are still low. That's for sure.
Well, thanks for talking about all these things.
Okay, Marie, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yep.
You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow right now is down 12. Nasdaq's up 4. S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And as you just heard, man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And Basil's we got a big night coming up right now with man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Tom.
Yeah, he sure does. So he's going to be starting his 3-part course tonight on the Chapman Wave, simple technical tools to analyze charts. And it begins tonight, December 6th, sure enough, at 6 o'clock, and he'll be going until 7:30. So you can sign up for $295. That's all 3 classes, 4.5 hours. You also get access to his opening call for the entire 5 weeks of the class, and you have access to the archives of the workshop for at least 30 days after the last workshop. So that's going to be going into about February 10th or so. So plenty of time to watch all the workshops. And if you're a subscriber to the opening call, you can save $100 off that price. So, 5 weeks, a full course. So he goes over everything he's going to be talking about. And tonight starts it off with with the basics of his Chapman Wave, notating the peaks and troughs, using the Chapman Wave count, setting up the technicals, buy signal to buy mode. I know how many times I've heard Basil Chapman talk about buy signals, buy modes, peak Ds, and then he'll have practice exercises for everyone attending. So I'll be watching. I'm sure you'll be checking it out. He's excited, man. He's excited. He's been emailing with me already today, and he's genuinely excited about what's been happening in the market and to kind of bisect it and dissect it, as you would say.
No doubt. And I'll tell you how many times I've wanted to shoot his stork. What happens, folks, is that when I'm going short the market and he's got another peak coming, that stork comes out of nowhere, and one of these days I'm going to blow it away. I'm telling you, man. No, seriously, folks.
Sure.
Come over to our website at TFNN. It's going to be a great class. Basil does an amazing job. 3 different days, as Tommy just said, December 6th, December 20th, and January 10th. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Of course, you stay right there because our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is coming up next. And, market-wise out here, we really got a flat market. So, the longer that this stays flat like this, too, Tom, I'm saying to myself, you know what? This market could just lay it out like this for the next 3 weeks, which, I can.
It could, yeah. And the closer we get to that point, people are going to be thinking the same thing as you are, for sure. You know, because realistically, the final week, which comes up being the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, like we were joking about yesterday.
Yes.
Who's really going to be doing things on the 23rd, and then just that just it just applies every day, just a little bit less going from there. So who on the December 22nd on Thursday, is doing big things. So it's just going to trail off. So we'll see what happens in the near term leading up to that. Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. You get the Dow right now down 13. NASDAQ is up 3, and the good old S&Ps are flat. Keep your eye on King Dollar. King Dollar's up 308 ticks at 100.420. You get gold down 330. And bonds are staying flat, too. This baby's just flattening it out right across all these markets. You stay right there. I'm in. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And then, of course, we'll go into Thinkorswim headquarters for swim lessons. That's 12 to 1. We have Steve Rhodes coming up 1 to 2. Dave White, I'll be back. And, of course, we're talking commodities tonight, every Tuesday and Thursday with Andy. And the commodities out here right now.
And then Andy, I was just going to say, then Andy rolls right into Basel, 6 o'clock, right on the cue. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's going to be a good day.
We get action until 7:30 tonight.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
So sugar right now is up 4%. You got lean hogs up 3%. Crude oil's down 2%. Orange juice is off 2%. Gasoline's down 1.2%. Bottom line is that the dollar, folks, is running things right now. You stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Thanks, pal. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, folks. You stay right there. Basil's coming right up. And I look forward to speaking to you a little bit later this afternoon. Have a great one, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.